can, please write in the chat. We'll start in a minute or so, just waiting for people to log on. Hello. Good. I was just a minute afraid of that something was wrong, so good. So I'll actually start now because it's 6 o'clock, and I'll welcome you to this introduction for Lifewave. I mainly will talk about the products, and I'll cover the patches a little more than the other products, but I will show you some videos of to explain the other products when we come to that slide. Questions, I would like for you to save the questions for last, and I'll concentrate on telling you about the slides and not concentrate about the chat. So I hope that's okay with you. Just write down your questions for later, and there will be an opportunity for questions. So welcome to this webinar in English. I'll start with telling you a little about Lifewave. Lifewave is an American company that has been, it started 12 years ago by David Smith, and about 10 years ago, in 2004, he started this, he decided that this company should be a network marketing company. Lifewave is in 110 countries all over the world. It's been in Denmark for 3 years. It's really fast growing company, and you can actually see that it's been among the fastest growing companies 3 years in a row in the United States. It's founded by the man at the picture you can see. It's David Smith. He's the inventor of the technology, and he is also the CEO of the company, but mostly he's still inventing a lot of good things for health benefits for all of us. Lifewave technology, it's energy therapy. It's based on the principles of the Eastern medicine. It's based on acupuncture principles, and it's the technology, or the energy therapy, is over 5,000 years old. So it's not a new principle that's used in Lifewave patches. They work like acupuncture, just without needles. They influence the energy systems in our body, and it's explained here by the meridians. We have meridians. Everybody has 12 meridians in their body, and it's that's where our energy flow is flowing. I used to explain it like if you think about the meridians like hoses for water hoses, and if there isn't any problems or any imbalances in the body, the water in the hoses will flow from one end to the other, and there won't be any problems. But if there is a stone in one of these hoses, there would be a lot of water on one side of the stone and nearly no water on the other side. And that's like the imbalances that can be in our human bodies, with energy cluttered somewhere, and somewhere there's a lack of energy. The acupuncture is actually trying to even out these imbalances of energy in our body. And by doing that, they actually increase our healing potential in the body. So the principles is that if we can make balance in our meridian system, the body can heal itself pretty much a long way. The Lifewave patches, the way they work is actually like the acupuncture needles. They stimulate the acupuncture points, so they can make more energy or less energy, or start some process in the body for healing the body or for producing things we are lacking. The methods of these have been, like I said, used for decades all over the world, and the technology behind Lifewave patches are actually proven to be used at hospitals in EU, in all EU countries. And some of the patches are actually classified as medical devices. And that means that they are approved to be used at the hospitals. The patches, they are the sealed material of amino acids, water, and oxygen, and there's nothing coming into the body. So this is a very clean way to use things that can help our body. The patches, they are proven clinically, and you can actually find a lot of studies at lifewave.com in the science section. And I recommend, if you really like to know more about these patches and go in depth with them, this is a very good site, and there's over, I think, 70 different studies about the patches and different patches, and it's actually amazing to read these things. So go ahead if you like to see more about that. The patches, there's two different kind of patches. There's a patch negatively charged and a patch positively charged. And you can see in this slide that there's a brown or tan patch and a white patch. And the white patch is usually positively charged, and the tan patch is negatively charged. And on the small picture down below, you can actually see these energy frequencies that's coming from the patches when they are activated. The activation of the patches is actually happening when it comes close to our body heat. It's not necessary for the patches to be right on our skin. We can actually have them on our clothes, because what's happened is when our body heat frequency is hitting the patches, they will actually start being activated, and then they will send out a frequency. And the way they work is actually explained by the way that the sun is working on our body. We know, everybody knows, that when the sun is shining on our body, a chemical reaction in the body is actually starting, and it's making vitamin D, providing vitamin D to our body. And it starts production of melanin that makes our skin brown. So we can't see these frequencies, but we know that it's happening, and that's exactly the way these patches work. When we put the patches near our body heat, bioelectric system in our body, they actually start sending out a frequency, and we can't see this frequency. This frequency tells the body to do some different things, and the example here is the silent night patch that gives us a very good sleep, and it actually tells the body to produce more melatonin, the sleeping hormone, so we can actually get this better sleep. It also tells the body to lower the frequency of the brain waves. So this was a little about the technology or what it does, these patches. Now we'll go to tell you about each individual patch. Lifewave has produced 8 different patches. I will speak about 7 of them because there's 7 patches for humans. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, sorry, it's just I was confused about the chat. Okay, yeah, there's 7 patches for humans and there's 1 patch for horses. The one for horses I won't talk to you about today, but in the near future I will make a webinar for telling you about the patches for animals and how to use them on animals. So I will speak to you about 7 of the patches today. The patches, they work on 8 to 9 people out of 10, so it's a pretty high rate of working. And they are optimal. For company, they tell us that they are optimal or promise that they are optimal in 12 hours, but you can actually feel some of them working more than 12 hours. But that you need to try and on your own body to see how long it actually works for you. Each sleeve or each pack of these patches contains 30 patches each. Some of them has these, what I talked about, the brown and a white patch, and that means that there's 15 sets of patches in these sleeves. The price vary from whether you have a distributor number or you just want to buy them retail. That's of course, and how many you buy. But you can talk to the one who invited you to this, or look at the web page and see the prices and how to get the patches. I'll cover that later. So there are 7 patches, and I'll start with the Energy Enhance. The Energy Enhance is the first patch that David Smith he invented, and he invented this patch actually for the Navy SEALs in 2004. The Navy SEALs asked him to make a product that could give them more stamina, balance, flexibility, endurance in the operations. The things that happened was the 9/11 came and made it really difficult for everybody to get anything approved for the military. So it wasn't approved for the military, but the Olympic trainer for the Olympic women's swimming team in the United States, he saw these patches and wanted to try them on his swimmers. And he did that 3 weeks before the Olympics in Athens, 2004. And what happened in Athens was that 6 out of 8 of his women swimmers actually made better results, personal results, and some of them got a medal. So there was a huge fuss about this in Athens. They actually wore them so everybody could see them. There's some points I will just show you here. And they actually wore the patches there, and everybody could see them. So there was actually a cry of somebody thought it was doping, and the World Anti-Doping Association came and they ripped the patches apart, and also the swimmers, maybe not that dramatic, but they did a lot to cover these patches and see if there was anything about doping in these patches. And nothing came into the body, they found out, and everything was clean about this. So there wasn't any doping charges on these patches, and there's actually in lifewave.com you can actually see this letter from VADA about these patches at the Olympics. So if you're an athlete, don't be afraid to use these. They're really good. You can use them for flexibility if you do yoga, or strength if you're running, and endurance, and they're really good. So, and the way they work is actually they increase the fat burning by 22%. That's the way it gives you energy. So that's a benefit you can have from these patches as well. You cannot take 5 set of these patches and use them on the body and have 110% of fat burning. Sorry to say, but it's just they don't work that way. Energy enhancer is 2 patches, 1 negative and 1 positive. And the general rule is that white on right, that will say the white patch is on the right side of the body, and the tan patch is on the left side of the body. That's a general rule, but it's bended in some of the patches. So you'll see that in the brochures with the patches. The next patch is the Icewave patch. The Icewave patch is the pain patch. It's also reducing inflammation, and you can actually see that happening in the picture over here. I think you can see my little pencil. This is a thermographic picture of a back, where you can actually see the before pictures shows there's a lot of heat. The red marks is the heat, and heat is usually a sign of inflammation. So you can see after 5 minutes with the Icewave patch on, the heat is actually reduced, and that shows that the inflammation is also going down. These patches work within few minutes. Reduces the pain from 50% to 100%. There's actually a huge blind placebo clinical test made in Europe at French hospitals this spring, and it was the doctor at the hospital took 100 chronic arthritis patients and put 50 of them in the placebo patches and 50 of them in the real patches. And he said that he would approve these patches if they showed 30% of improvement in the pain of the people that tried them. And it actually had an effect about 94 to 95%, where it reduces the pain of these arthritis people about 50 to 100%. So they are really, really good at pain reducing. And if you have pain, or you know somebody with pain, you really should try these because they are effective. And a lot of people are, as it says, taking painkillers every day, and they are, as we know, damaging to a lot of organs in our body. So this is actually a very good alternative. The picture down here is a horse, and what it shows is actually the principle of these patches, that they actually make a balance. They're not making, like I said, with the Icewave energy enhance, you cannot increase the way they work if it's not needed. So you can see here the horse has a very, very dark blue area here that shows that it's really, really cold, and it has a very red area here that's very, very, very hot. So after the patches has been applied, you can see that it actually makes this area hotter because it's very cold, and this cools it, and it cools this down. So that's what I mean by balancing instead of increasing or lowering. So it gives you what you need, and that's actually the principle of acupuncture and all Eastern medicine, that it's giving the body a balance instead of enhancing or lowering. as a principle. The next patch I will talk about is the SP6 Complete. It's an appetite control patch. That's what it says many places. But it can also, it's very good for hormone imbalances, such as hot flashes, migraines that are hormone related. It's good for sugar cravings. But what it does, it regulates appetite, and that means that if you have been starving your body and you actually need some nutrition, this will actually make you eat more. And if you eat too much and have too much nutrition in your body, it will actually make you eat less. So it's like still the principle of balancing. So if you get more hungry with these patches on, it is a sign that your body needs something, that you've been starving it for some nutrition. But it's good for weight control if the weight is high, because you have a high nutrition intake. So it's a good one. There's a study at lifewave.com that shows that this is really good for your organs as well, and I can recommend looking into that, because this is like all the other patches, a very awesome patch. The next patch is the Silent Nights patch, and this is the sleeve looks a little different from the ones that in the US, but it shows, actually this is from Europe, and it actually shows that this patch is a medical device in Europe, claimed as a medical device in Europe, to be used at approved to be used at hospitals in Europe. And it actually says here that it's a medical device for treatment of insomnia. So like the other patches, we are not treating any diseases or anything like that, but we can say that we improve or help or balance, but this one you can actually say you're allowed to treat insomnia with this one. So, and we all know that sleep is very, very important for a healthy body, a healthy life, and this one is really good for that. I mentioned that it gives you more melatonin in the body. It makes the body produce more melatonin, and it's putting the wavelength, the brain waves, slow the brain waves down to a sleeping brain wave. This patch might not work the first or the second night, because it's really dependent on how much melatonin you have in your body. So maybe you will feel that you need some more nights for the melatonin levels to increase in your body. This patch, you can wear it 2 nights in a row, because as I said before, they work optimally in 12 hours. So this will you can use this for 2 nights in a row unless you sleep 12 hours, but most people don't. I'll say that I use this every day, every night, because if I only sleep few hours or 8 hours, I will feel more relaxed in the morning. So I love this patch. I will not do without that one. Then I'll come to the last 3 patches, and they are actually all called what it says YH. That means that these ones are, you can use them together. It's recommended that you only use 2 of them together. So, but what they are, that's actually David Smith, who you can see in the picture. He's actually, his passion is anti-aging, And the way you should be older, in his opinion, or what he says, is you should be capable of playing golf when you're 104 without too much pain in the body. And these three patches actually is working on the things that we lack when we get older. Our body is like stopping producing when we are 30. A lot of processes in the body is actually decreasing dramatically, and these three patches are helping these processes. And I will take one of each time and talk about it. So I'll start with the glutathione patch. The glutathione is our main antioxidant in the body. It is very, very important for it is very important for our cells and the way we actually age. It's actually found that when we die of old age, there's zero glutathione in our organism the day we die. So this is actually, and you can see actually in this that actually falls dramatically with age. What it does is it is taking care of all the foreign objects and coming into our body, like free radicals. It could be metals, pollution from the air, heavy metals, all these things that actually make our cells work harder and has to get rid of those. So they've actually used this in war areas for the soldiers when they have been attacked by the chemical weapon anthrax. If they can get glutathione in the soldiers within a few minutes after they have been attacked, they can actually survive an attack because glutathione is fighting these things off. So it removes toxins and heavy metals from tissues and organs, and it's been shown that Parkinson's disease can actually, if they get an injection with glutathione, you can actually see them shake less. You can actually have injections with glutathione, or you can eat pills. The problem with glutathione is that it have a halving time of 7 minutes, so it's not really effective to get a injection or eat pills. The level of glutathione in your body after having the injections or pills for 30 days is about 25%. That can be measured in the blood. But if you use the glutathione patch, you can actually, if you have worn it for 24 hours, you can actually measure a boost of glutathione in the blood about an average of 300%. So that's really, really saying something. And this is of course because you have the patch on all the time, telling the body to produce glutathione. So the halvening time doesn't really matter in this case when you have the patch on. That's what I had about glutathione. So if you're over 30, I will recommend a glutathione boost with this patch, of course. Then there's carnosine. Carnosine is also a part of the YH series, and it's also an antioxidant. This antioxidant provides the body, improves the body functions, and revitalize the cells. It helps in all skin problems. If you have skin problems, you can see that it's the same problem with the carnosine as glutathione. It actually decreases while you are aging. And it's actually one of the things that makes our skin look older. You can see in this picture, you can actually see a young skin and a old skin under microscope, and you can actually see when carnosine has been boosted in the body, the skin is more like the young skin than old skin. And that's why this patch also will help you reduce small lines. So that's the anti-aging of the looks as well. It's good for healing skin, and it's good for healing bone, and of course it's good for healing the inner organs. Carnosine is making the organs renew much better, and not at least it helps protect the brain from plaque, and that's plaque are known for making senility or Alzheimer's. So this patch can help in some of those cases by increasing the carnosine level in the body. So it protects and repair. That's the main things this patch helps leveling carnosine in the body to do. So. And that's the last patch. That's the stress reduction patch. It's air patch, and it's a patch that balancing our nervous system. It reduces stress in the body, and you can actually, when you put the patch on, you can actually feel the stress in the body being reduced. It calms you down. It can reduce pain. If the pain is stress related, it can actually reduce pain. It is known to reduce inflammation in the body as well, and the stress is both the physical stress and the mental stress you can have in your body. And one of the things it does is amplifies the effect of all the other patches, and so it's really good to have this one on if you're wearing some of the other patches. As you can see in this picture, is a thermographical picture as well. It shows that this is also reducing the inflammation in the body, the heat in the body. This is before, and this is 10 minutes after applying the Ian patch. And it's the tummy, you can see here, or the torso of the body. So, and a lot of people are actually very, very stressed. And one of the largest reasons why we are getting older and aging is actually stress. Maybe you know some people that's been in a very stressful situation, and they can actually gain 10 years in aging in 1 week. So this is very good for reducing stress. So, yeah, so no. The patches are very, very easy to use, and everybody can use them. If you can look at a picture, you can actually use these patches. Of course, there's advanced ways to use these patches, and I know that the people that introduced you to this Lifewave, they know much more about patching, and it can be refusing to, not refusing, confusing, sorry. It can be confusing to see what people can do with these. But if you are starting out on these patches, the very best way to use them is to use the brochures that comes with the patches. In the brochures, there's, if you take this one, you have a yellow one, that's the glutathione, and you have a yellow brochure where you can see the five very good places to placing this patch. And these are acupuncture points. You don't need to know that, but they are acupuncture points that stimulates the use of glutathione. These are measured to be very good places for the glutathione patch. And the same goes for the sleeping patch over here. There's 5 very good spots to put these patches on. And you can start there, and from there you can learn the patch, how it works on you, and maybe how it works on your family. And after that you can get more advanced and know some more. So it's not a huge science. You don't need to know that much. The Icewave patch has a very good brochure where it shows how to relieve pain. There's different patching protocols for different pains. So there's actually in this one for the sciatica nerve, for knee pain, for headaches, and it's just going step by step. So it's really easy to use. One of the things that's really important when you use these patches or try them on others is that they have been drinking water before applying these patches. And that's because the meridians, as I mentioned earlier, they are actually water crystals. And the energy that's going through the meridians is actually carried by electricity or water, these water crystals. So if you are dehydrated, the patches won't work as good, and in some cases they won't work at all. So it's really, really important to drink water and be hydrated when you apply these patches. So then I will just talk to you about some of the other products that Lifewave has made, and they have a nutrition series that is actually really different from other nutrition series you find on the market. So I'll shortly go through these because I could actually talk a whole evening about these and what they do and everything, but I think you should look them up at the lifewave.com or at the internet to see more about them, and there will probably be a webinar in the near future about these specific products. But what I will tell you about them is there is at this slide I've shown you 3 of them. That's Tetra Fuel, Tetra Heart, and Tetra Mind. Tetra Fuel is like an energy drink. You can level the energy in your body. These patches are, these nutrition products are like building blocks for your body. So it contains building blocks that your body needs to elevate these processes in the body. There's Tetra Heart, it's building block, and there's Tetra Mind, that's building block for the mind. So if you need to think clear or needs for an examination or something where you actually need to be clear-headed, you can use Tetra Mind for this, for the memory also. Why it works differently than other nutrition programs or products or vitamins or whatever you take daily is because of this little bottle down here. It is Tetra Activate. It's a basic silica product that make the water basic. So that if you look at this little thing down here, picture, there's a cell. This cell is showing if you take a normal supplement nutrition product, it will actually be around the cell and waiting for the cell to be ready to take it in. And most of what you take in of vitamins or other nutrition products will come out the other way during the day. If you take these products and you have used this Theta Activate, the environment outside the cell and inside the cell will be equal. So the cell would actually shoot these or take these supplements in right away. So a lot of people can actually feel these nutritions within 10 minutes after they have taken them. So that's the difference. This little bottle is actually patent pending, so it's waiting, because it's so unique, it's actually waiting for being patented. I just forgot to tell you that all the technology around the patches is actually patented, so that's a very unique technology as well. So then Lifewave has made this nutrition program, and it's called Essentials. It contains 3 different things. It's a stick with the Theta 1, the nutrition product, and then there's the Aeon patch, the stress patch, and then there's the Activate. And this system is giving you a lot of benefits, and I will actually show you the video instead of telling you about it. So, and if you want to know more, you can actually look into it on the internet or ask the one that invites you to this thing. So I'll show you the video. It's 6 minutes and 15 seconds, and it's on Lifewave's page, homepage. But I think it would be nice to see it here for a little break. So I'll find it here, and you can enjoy this.
Number 1 benefit, oh, my face. It's like my skin is tightening as we speak.
I've been paddleboarding. I got paddleboards for Christmas. And literally the first day I was able to go out 3 hours straight. Took a break and went and did another 1 hour. After that. And the next day I had no lactic acid, felt great, went out and did it again. So I'm loving this product.
I'm just happy. I'm lucky. I'm feeling much better. So it's like clear in my mind. The taste is so creamy. So I won't stay without it.
After 5 days using the Theta 1, I started 1.5 kilos. This is huge. And after 10 days, I still noticed my skin was smooth. So this is incredible.
Just overall feeling of well-being and feeling slim. So that's I just can't say enough about it. I feel great.
I could feel a tingle in my toes, and I could feel the energy. After 5 days, my skin has totally improved.
Core Essentials for my Lifewave business, I think it's going to blow off the roof because there's so many people that need their health back.
Amazing product that will allow us to help people get healthy and stay healthy.
After drinking the Theta 1, I feel warm, light, and I feel vibrated, okay? Why am I saying that word?
I take this in the morning now, and I go all day, and I don't get tired. So, amazing product. Great taste.
I feel wonderful right now. It's great. Great product. Everyone should try it.
I felt it in about 3 seconds. It's amazingly fast.
Lifewave Essentials!
You're about to see something so innovative that it's exclusive to Lifewave. It will provide you with whole body health benefits never achieved before from any other single product on the market today. Now, you can experience a leaner and stronger body, youthful, radiant skin, immune system support, reduce stress associated with aging, and a reinvigorated sex drive and improved performance. All from one system. Introducing Lifewave Core Essentials, a proprietary triple action system composed of 3 patent-pending technologies that are backed by cutting-edge scientific research. Only these groundbreaking products come together to promote human growth hormone, or HGH, nitric oxide, and SOD, providing results you'll feel your very first day and the most vibrant health you've ever experienced. 3 products designed to complement one another and optimize health. First, there's Eon, our powerful non-transdermal patch technology. There's Theta 1, a brand new, revolutionary nutrition formula that contains colostrum, nature's first superfood, providing you with both immune and growth factors. There's Theta Activate, a proprietary nutrient delivery system designed to deliver benefits within only a few minutes. Until now, there's never been a more unique and all-encompassing health product available in our industry.
I work out every day. I do about a 20-minute workout, and what I've noticed is my pants fit me differently in my thighs. And I was looking in the mirror of my back, and it's more defined. And I actually gained 20 or 12 pounds. I went to a doctor friend of mine and did like a before and after, and he weighed me in, and it was so different, and my strength is unreal. So I'm excited about this. This is going to be the best thing that's ever happened with Lifewave.
And I've been very congested since I had the flu a few weeks ago, and now I can breathe through both nostrils all of a sudden, and I tried to cough, and there's nothing here. My congestion is gone, and this has been maybe 10 minutes.
My sense of well-being improved, my energy, and then, gradually with a few days going on, I'd wake up in the morning and I said, I feel good. I feel good. Sometimes we'll get up, I've got little aches and pains and here and there, a little tired. I said, it's amazing, I feel good today.
On the 5th day, that is the phenomenon day that I call the phenomenon night happened to me.
I love Theta 1.
A very wise friend of mine told me one thing, is if you're going to market a product, have something that everybody needs, nobody has, and give it to them at a good price. Core Essentials, for those of us that take nutrition, this is one-stop shopping.
Lifewave Core Essentials. That's health made simple.
Okay, yeah, I can see about the sound that, of course, you're getting the sound from my speakers and from YouTube. So I hope you figure that out so it doesn't bother you that much. The next product and the last product that Lifewave had made is actually a product. It's called Matrix 2, and it's actually a product that provides you a protection from the radiation from cell phones, and it reduces the radiation for up to 98%. And this is a little picture of showing the radiation penetration in the skull of number 1 is an adult, number 2 is a child for 10 years old, and number 3 is actually a child for 5 years old. And this actually is, in my opinion, a bit alarming that we are making our small children talking in telephones without any protection. I would like to show you the video on YouTube with this product as well, because it's really important, in my opinion, to know that there is an option for protecting children and adults from these radiations. And it's 4 minutes and 36 minutes, and then I will return with the next slide. So I hope you will turn off your heads, your speakers, loudspeakers for this.
This simple demonstration of the effectiveness of Lifewave's Matrix 2 in reducing the cell phone microwave radiation emitted from the iPhone 5 requires just 3 pieces of equipment. First, we have the CMU200 Universal Radio Communication Tester from Rode and Schwartz. This is essentially a mini cell phone tower, which will be used to make a call to the cell phone during the test. Next, we have the electrosmog meter, which is a commonly available radiation meter from Cornet. This radiation meter can detect radiation up to 1,827 milliwatts per square meter. As you'll see in our testing, cell phones often exceed this radiation output and max out the meter. And lastly, we have a regular iPhone 5. We have replaced the SIM card in the phone with one that matches the number that will be dialed by the CMU200. But the phone is normal in all other respects. Let's begin our demonstration. At this point, the CMU200 is on, and the phone has been given time to recognize the signal. As you can see, the radiation meter is showing a level of radiation close to 0. Now we'll press the Connect Mobile button on the CMU200 to initiate the phone call. The radiation meter is immediately maxed out as the phone attempts to connect, and the level continues to be high even after the phone has been answered. Here is the solar Lifewave Matrix 2. As you can see, as soon as the Matrix 2 has been placed against the back of the phone, the meter immediately drops from nearly 2,000 to 100 or less. Let's try that again. Remove the Matrix 2 from the phone, and the meter maxes out again. Place the Matrix 2 behind the phone, and the radiation level again drops immediately.
So, can you see me now? Annette wrote something about turning on video. I don't, on my, okay, good, thank you. So this was a little demonstration of the Matrix 2. I couldn't have done it more clear than this little video, and you can find it on YouTube if you want to see it again. It's pretty alarming to see, and very good to have this protection. So just shortly, how to get hold of all these products. Yet, what I want you to do is contact the person that has invited you or told you about this webinar, and they will help you get started. And if you want to know anything about the business opportunity, you should ask them. There's a lot of good stuff to know about that if you're interested. So that's what I had to say about this. So, and of course, you are always welcome to ask me if there's anything you want to know. So this is actually the end. So if you have any questions, any comments on what you like best about this webinar, I would really, really love to hear them. And if you have some feedback, you can actually give me feedback in the chat in the corner, or you are very welcome to write me an email. I would love to be better at this or get any feedback so I can improve this for next time. So if you have any questions, you are very welcome to write them in the chat, and I will see if I can answer them, or anybody else in the chat maybe help with answering them. So I hope you got a lot of benefit out of this and some knowledge about the products, and want to try them if you haven't tried them yet. So. No matter with the glutathione, Eva's asking, can you place them on any spot in the brochure, no matter the issue? Yes, if you don't know, I would always put it on the point below the belly button, because it's actually at the midline of the body, and it's one of the meridians that actually interact with a lot of the other meridians. So that I will do if I'm in doubt, or just ask somebody if it's specific. So yes. Any other questions? I will take this recording and we'll share it on Facebook. So if you like to share them with someone in your downline or crossline or family or friends, you're very welcome to do that if they need a webinar in English. So yes, you can see the webinar later. I will put it on Facebook, and if you want it on an email, you can actually put the email in the chat, and I will see to that you get the link for the webinar in an email. So if there isn't anyone more questions, I'll just say thank you for your listening for an hour, and see you next time for, I hope, an introduction to the patches for animals. So. Thank you. I'll end this session now and see you later.